test drive with the camera on the mount. It's a 360 phone holder. 360 free rotation is what it says. And it's supposed to be going, in different directions. So please like the video. Thank you so much.
It's a beautiful day in Tennessee. Right here in Sevierville. Xavier was the person who settled here first, a Frenchman. Anyway, so we are on the project of this mirror-mounted iPhone camera holder. It had a good grip at first and worked well for this trip. Now I kind of messed with it a little bit over time and trying to put a phone on and off again. I don't know if it just didn't hold on as good after a little while. And there's one reason is Joy noticed, and you can see in the other video that she did on this particular item, it came with no directions. And we're not sure if maybe I stressed it out a little bit or stretched it too far to get it to continue to hold on to that camera. But golly, that's a beautiful sky. I'd like to learn how to paint clouds like that. I can see a dog's head over to the right there. And we were just kind of looking at how the camera worked and how the support worked. It seemed to have it had a little bit of shakiness to it and a little bit of wobbliness to it because of the backward and forward motion of the car. But that smooths out after we get going. So this is our daily drive in the mountains of Tennessee. It's a beautiful place. Well, I think that Daniel Boone would have liked to live here his whole life and not go to the Alamo. No, I don't think so. Well, that's true. I'm sure it would have been better to live this life in the mountains and enjoy this place. But we all have a calling. We all have a place in this world. And what we need to do to change this world is given to us as a gift for us to do. And we're the only ones that can do it. So, okay, now what I'm seeing right now on this camera, that has nothing to do with the camera, and that has nothing to do with this on the mirror clamp that we're using. That is the vibration of the diesel engine. I can tell because it changes according to how the vibration that's hitting and changes gears. You can see the vibration in the camera lens of first and second and changing gears or slowing down. And so that has nothing to do with the mount. We were just on our way to the water park. And so you can see that that little bit of vibration is something that I would recommend a kind of a dampener for. Anyway, this is the one we have right now. And we are heading into the water park right now. But you can see that little shakiness. That's the vibration of the motor. Interesting to me, too. I don't know what's doing that. Could be the engine. Could be the car. Could be something. I don't know. Well, you never know. One ping, Mr. Vasily. One ping only. We're at the water park. We're there at the water park now. This is the public drop-off. You can go to the main gate and go in that way if you dare to, but there is another entrance. It says restricted entrance, trolleys and drop-offs only. There's no parking up there, and they watch it like a hawk. You gotta pull in, drop them off quick, and pull away. Otherwise, they come walking towards you. And that's the way it is. So if you want to avoid paying $25 to park, that's the entrance you go into. The one that says restricted. Trolleys and drop-offs only. It's kind of like the next one down from the main double entrance. That is over towards Dreammore. We sure do love the mountains, though. Every day is a beautiful day. Even the cloudy days have some beauty to them. And sometimes a cloudy and a rainy day, its only job is to make the next sunny day seem even more beautiful. We love it here in Tennessee. This is our home. Heading back for Pigeon Forge and the campground. There's been a couple great things we have had come to town. Andy's came to town, and that is a frozen custard place. Much smoother than ice cream. Boy, it's awesome. They use just the yolks of eggs instead of the whole egg. And it is very, very creamy smooth. So there's a helicopter ride here, and that you can ride up and down the main road to see the landscape, and it's a sightseeing helicopter ride. It's pretty cool. Anyway, the camera did good. Of course, our vehicle is, 2004, so we're talking 14. So that's 16 years old. And, they're probably not designing these new model mirror grasping tools and mounts with a car that old in mind. It probably has more to do with a more modern look, and they probably designed it to go with more modern cars. So I would give them a little bit of leeway on that, because this car is so old, and we're trying to get it fixed up, and we love it, because our old diesel bug is still getting 40 miles to the gallon, and cars with half the size of an engine and not even as close to horsepower don't even get 30. So we're real happy with it. Oh, and of course we talked to the insurance people, because remember I dinged the front of it, and that worked out as well, so that we have the money to get it fixed. And so we're real happy about that. And the insurance company worked everything out for us. We like State Farm, been with State Farm for years. We'll continue to do so. Don't you love that sky? Yeah, it's not that bad. People say, traffic in Pigeon Forge, traffic down here, but unlike traffic in other areas, there's always something to look at while you're waiting in traffic. The clouds or the distant mountains are always just so peaceful and beautiful to look at while you're sitting at a light for the second or third time waiting for your turn to get through. There are a few shortcuts to get around. We always recommend that you take the side road called Main Street and turn left at Main Street and go down to Veterans Boulevard. Because Veterans Boulevard takes you around all of the traffic and takes you all the way down to just about where Dolly Parton Stampede is. Then you can turn right there after you get all the way down to the end. As a matter of fact, you can turn right at Patriot Park and pull in there to park. And that's where the mill is. So we highly recommend the mill and Patriot Park as a great place. Put it in your GPS, and when it gives you the choice of picking Veterans Boulevard, take the Veterans Boulevard, and you'll miss all the traffic. You'll come into the old mill and Patriots Park, and from there, you can go over to the main drag and turn left or right, or you can walk over there, like for a rod run. That's right in the middle of everything. So we are looking forward to the next rod run coming up. We're looking forward to other festivals coming up. There's a sweet corn festival coming up. And of course, this week we're going to Dollywood again. And we've got some guests coming from out of town that we'll be going out with. And so we're busy. And where I'm helping someone build a hot dog trailer. And they put the insulation in, and I've put up all the paneling and shelves and cabinets and put the equipment in. Now I'm putting in the plumbing, and someone else is going to do electrical because I don't mess with that stuff. But I'm getting all the pressurized plumbing in and the drainage in, because you have to have everything according to state law. So I'm having fun doing that. And I've had somebody else call me for a job that's coming up here in a week or two. So that's good. And we're covered. I've been doing some more paintings recently. Boy, do I want to learn more how to paint clouds. And it's like getting that color of sky, that exact color of sky. See how it lightens as it goes into the distance. It's darker overhead, because it's overhead is closer to space, and the angle of the light is different. And then in the distance it lightens up. And I think it'll be changing, because I think I checked the mail on the way home, but we'll just not have to worry about that. Well, I can't think of any other jokes. So, of course, I would tell you the difference between an Irishman and a Scotsman. You see, an Irishman, they're friendly folk. They're very good, but they're quiet, and they're kind of devious and a little sneaky. They don't do things right out in the open. They're very careful with their lives, and they're very sweet, and they're very loving. But a Scotsman, now that's a different person altogether. A Scotsman, he won't do nothing. He'll just insult you to your face. He'll say, "Aye, my son is 17 stone. Your son is 9 stones. Aye, he must well be a daughter. That's my daughter, 9 stones. Yeah, you gotta have a son. What kind of son is that?" He'll just insult you to your face, I use the hair of my legs to feather me bed. Yeah, that's what I do. And an Irishman, he's more a quiet man. He'll be a softy. And they're sweet, and they're friendly. That's a good people. I don't have many Irish in me. I have more Scottish in me, I do believe. So if you mix the two together, you get confused. Yep, looking at that vibration from the engine going into the tool on the dashboard there that's holding the camera. So that definitely would say how that camera holder needs a buffer. But now my phone doesn't have a buffer either. My phone doesn't have a vibration buffer. Joy's does. And boy, I'll tell you, that sky looks really crazy when it makes that vibration, doesn't it? Like earthquake. Oh, dude, like from California, you don't know what you're doing. Like we're going to go surfing, and then we're going to sit around and talking and go more surfing. And like we're waiting for some awesome waves. And of course, Jimmy Stewart, he was from the Midwest. He was a man from Laramie. Yeah, a man from Laramie. And I always wondered, since he stuttered a lot, whether or not he was Pharaoh. Because Moses could be like John Wayne. "Oh, Mr. Pharaoh, you better let my people go." Pharaoh was indecisive, Wow, think about it. Yeah. You come back later, We'll talk about this. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Do you even know who Boris Karloff is? Oh, there was somebody else the other day. Oh, course, who remembers Mr. Haney? Well, Mr. Douglas, that'll be $500. What? That's right. It'd be $500. And you can pay me all you want right now, or you can wait and pay me with only 32% interest. What? Mr. Douglas. Oliver. Oh, and of course, one of the only female voices. Oh,
I like the fact that this phone mount had different directions that it would hold your phone. Unfortunately, Donnie's phone is really lightweight and way smaller than mine. It doesn't have any stabilization on it, so you can see the jitteriness. I put my phone on it and tried to record, and it just kept falling off the mirror. The whole mount kept falling off the mirror completely, so I'm gonna try to see if I can send it back, because it's not working for me, and I wanted it to do both GPS and maybe record a video every now and then if we were driving, but it's not working for that, so I'm gonna have to try to figure something else out, get a different kind of phone mount or something. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please hit that like button. We appreciate you all so much. You have no idea. Just playing our videos and letting them play and watch them, it really has helped us out with the ad revenue, and we want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for doing that.